Hello and testing. Hello and testing. I am now live. Wow, what a shock. Well, that's gonna suck. Being fired upon as I enter a station. Hello. I am doing boring trading. And it's for the community goal. Yay. So technically, I think I'm done now. Nope. I would like to do one more. Would like to do one more run. I don't really want to do runs. It's boring. But I need to do one more run. So my real goal here, I've been working on a program for Elite. It's called Nova, as you can see in the top of the screen.
We've undocked from Starlace Station. Commander, space is all ours again. Ready to plot the next jump, or shall I scan the surroundings for any interesting signals?
Or as you could hear, so I guess the ultimate first question is, what makes my program different than all the others out there? Nothing really, other than I made it. I also ran into issues with other programs that I didn't like how they were doing it. Uh, Nothing bad against those systems. It's just different ideas for how you would do a speaking companion slash AI slash whatever for your purposes.
No fire zone exited.
My ultimate goal was to, I don't know, make up something that kept it entertaining. Make up stuff, do storytelling through. Yeah, yes, storytelling is something that has been planned around, or I planned for. The biggest storytelling is there will be, with luck, knock on wood, cross your fingers, all that other stuff. I will be telling a story of what happening to me and Nova, which is the lovely AI assistant program, on Distance World 3. We do have a story. I do have a story, and it's mostly for me, though I'm assuming it will be published and written in places and then happening on stream uh, as Distance World 3 happens. I will freely admit I have no idea if the story part will work or it won't work. Well, that's the fun part of this. But yes, this program has been written so events can happen to me and Nova. I mean, those are the two characters that there are. Uh, and it should unfold. A little history about Nova will be coming through with that. A little history about my commander, me, if I were alive in 3311 and was a spaceship pilot. because, well, let's face it, I probably wouldn't be. Coming out of it, um, I'm role playing light basically. But the other idea was to understand AI. Nova does use OpenAI's API for all of the thinking parts of things.
No fire zone entered.
And that has been an interesting journey in learning how AI works. And, well, let's just say AI is stupid. But that's right. It's actually quite...
Docking granted at Watson Station, Commander, Pad 32. Orbis stations always have a certain elegance. Shall I prepare for landing or check the market for any lucrative deals?
One of the things I'm dealing with right now is learning how to deal with her memory. And let me just say, her memory is getting quite extensive. I have 3 layers of memory. And haven't fully tested them all yet, because that actually requires playing to go through. Now, thankfully, it will add up. Like, she will remember everything as time happens to hopefully the beginning of time, but maybe not. I don't know how well that one works yet. That's its third layer is its long-term memories. And it's long-term memories of I guess the day-to-day events, which are basically just going to be summarized up into, you did this, block, congratulations. Then she has a medium-term memory, which loads relevant memories based on what's happening. And I say this like it should work, but this one's the one I really don't know. It's an interesting proposition on how that one works. It's basically creating a vector, an embedding vector of the events, looking for other events in the past that are closely related to that vector. Because in theory, they should be fully related memories the closer that vectors are to each other. At least that's the theory. It's a going theory. It's a theory. And then there's a recent memory where it's literally she knows the last 3 or 4 things said back and forth between us to refer to. Has not been tested. This is new code. The memory stuff is new code. When I found out the old one was literally just me doing some memories. Oh, technically she has 4 memories, 4 layers of memory. Nova herself can set things to me as memories, and given it an importance. How that works, I don't know. I am literally letting open APIs, LLMs do all that stuff for me. It was an interesting thing to see what happens if it just lets her choose a memory, and that will get loaded based on the events. She sets memories based on tags, and then events have tags, and so when an event, or if I speak, those tags get pulled and then get loaded up into the next prompt that for her to process, related to whatever that is. That one is still not fully set up and working right. I ran into an issue where I need to clean up tags that OpenAI sets. It's fairly accurate, but not quite accurate. It has a lot of problems.
We've undocked from Watson Station, Commander. The void of space awaits. Where to next? I'm ready to assist with navigation or any other systems check you need.
So there's problems with that one, because getting back, she's not using, her tags are related, but they're not exact. Like in this case, undock. We just undocked, so probably has a memory, maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't always set memories, but it would be undocked, undocking. You know, so there are various different words that she's using for the same thing, and I need to, get code in there to clean those up to consolidate those 3 or 4 different types of words they're used coming back into one word, so it's easier to look up for the next time. She also has a mood engine. Every event that Elite Dangerous writes affects her mood in some way. There's, I think, 8 axes for moods, and they various just emotions people have. Going up, going down based on my preferences, not anything special about them, based on how I play the game. And then there's a decay that happens to move them back into a neutral position over time. The mood engine actually is working really great. You don't see it because I don't have artwork, but it will replace the artworks that you'll see. So you're seeing the picture of Nova up above. That picture will change when her mood changes. And talking and flying is really hard to do. Especially talking and flying and thinking, because I'm trying to think about Nova. But Nova's created in Python, meant to be a personal project, but has been mostly created to be available to anyone. It may eventually be available to anyone, though I will warn people right now, it is using OpenAI's API, and that costs money. You need to create an account with OpenAI and give it some of your money. It doesn't use a lot. So far, I spent a total of 80 cents in developing. Projected outputs based on a few hours every night playing with it, it would be around $4 a month. Not expensive, but I say that right now that I do not like the speech-to-text I'm using. The speech-to-text I'm using is a local speech-to-text. It's great. It's actually fairly accurate. The problem is it takes 4 to 5 seconds to process. And it makes the back and forth slow because of that. And I'm not sure I can speed that up any. The only other option I have to maybe speed that up, and I don't know how well it will work, and it's something I'll probably try this week, is pushing the speech-to-text into the GPU. I refuse to do that because, well, I'm playing a game at the same time I'll be running this program, and I just didn't want to conflict resources. Now, saying that, the speech-to-text model is only a few 100 megabytes. So, it's possible it won't notice anything.
Docking granted at Starlace Station, Commander, Pad 32. Coriolis stations always feel like home. Ready to touch down, or shall I run a quick diagnostic first?
Speech to text. Oh, somehow I got the speeding off and I'm no longer... So I may try moving into the GPU and seeing how well that runs. With the game to see if there's any performance hit. The only other option I have after that is using OpenAI's Whisper speech to text. And I have no idea. I mean, that's just an added cost. Since another API call that I'll have to do. It may not be as fast because I have the internet now processing and the internet lag and latency coming into effect. And then that also requires me to send a WAV file. I'm not sure if I'm able to stream it. So I have to record the WAV file, send the WAV file, wait for the response to come back. It may be the same as doing it local. Right now my local is 3 to 4 seconds. Added plus whatever prop time sending text to OpenAI and getting a response back takes, which is probably about another second in my experiences. So that's my biggest hurdle right now is the speech to text. The next one actually is getting artwork created. I am not an artist. I will freely admit AI has created the art I have so far, which is not much. But I will probably take this, send it, find an artist, get an artist to create Nova for me based on the AI art. I just need to find artists. So if you're an artist, let me know. You never know. If you can do line art, I don't want Nova to be realistic. I happen to like, and I'm not gonna able to show you very well because it's a past cursor. So you do have the cursor. I like this line cartoonish look for her. I want this to be a digital being, but obviously created after a human being because a human being created her. Blah blah blah. Which is why I've kind of have like the circuit pattern in here. I like this look. It works well. It just I need emotions, and when I say I need emotions, I need a lot of emotions. My ultimate goal is because she has a mood engine. Her emotions can be based on not just one of the mood axes, but two of the mood axis. And that equals, I don't know, 100 and some odd freaking possible different moods. That was a fun little fun. And a quick tip, if anyone is doing this local community goal to deliver, regardless of what you're in, apparently aluminum is the one material no one seems to grasp, and you can still find it within one hop of one hop of any of the big transport ships. Why everyone's going for steel and titanium? Like, well, I know why. Because you can get much more money from it, but I don't know. Money in Elite Dangerous is not something like people do this for money. Are people doing community goals for the cash rewards? And because I'm not. I don't care about the cash rewards. My thing is, I want this cargo rack. That's all I care about, the cargo racks. And I want 4 of them. The only reason I want 4 of them is because I have started colonization. And I don't want to make all the stupid runs to finish my system. And so the bigger I can get this to hold, the less runs I need to do to make a system. I know, I'm being lazy. Because I'd rather go out in the black. Because guess what? I should be good. I'm in the top 25%. To stop doing the community goal. And with luck, I will drop into the top 50 or top 75. Again, I don't care about that cash reward. I want the cargo racks. So with that said, actually, yeah.
Commander, did you know some star systems hide ancient ruins beneath their surfaces? Imagine the stories those relics could tell. Shall we scan for any archaeological sites nearby and play cosmic detectives?
I mean, yes, I think we should, but I think most of what we know about has been discovered.
True, most known ancient sites have been catalogued, but the galaxy is vast and full of secrets. There's always a chance for a hidden gem. How about we plot a course to an uncharted system nearby and see if we can uncover something unexpected?
See, that was the delay I'm referring to. It was about, 5-6 seconds? I mean, not scientific. Because that one was literally just me going based on when I stopped speaking. You know what I need? Do I want to leave this? I don't want to leave this here. Oh, I should have refueled, but it's only 3 jumps. I should be good.
We've undocked from Starlace Station, Commander. The stars are calling. Shall we chart a course for an undiscovered system or perhaps revisit some ancient ruin sites?
We're going to get a traveling ship first before doing that, but yes.
Oh, no, you don't.
A traveling ship sounds like the perfect first step, something reliable and comfortable for those long exploratory journeys. Shall I start scanning for suitable shipyards nearby or compile a list of recommended models based on our mission profile?
We have a ship already, we just need to go pick it up.
Excellent, Commander. Let's plot a quick route to the shipyard so we can pick up your new traveling ship and start our adventure in style.
Just so you know, she has no control over the game. Nothing to plot routes, nothing to do any of that stuff yet. It may come, it may not come, I really don't know. Mostly because I don't have the binds to do a keyboard mapping to do stuff like that. That's my bigger problem.
No fire zone exited.
You know, my double binds are used across various joysticks, and making keyboard binds is problematic for me without having to change all my other binds around so I can do what I usually do, or how I usually fly in SRV and on foot. On foot's not the problem, actually. It's
Course
SRV.
this sector WORA4-1 has one celestial body detected, Commander. Shall I run a detailed scan to see if it holds any interesting resources or anomalies?
And the reason why she's asking to run scan is she is been set up to run fully made up fictional but elite dangerous lore based diagnostics, things that the game doesn't allow me to do. That is not there. That is part of the story part of Nova, is that, which is why she wants to run these detailed scans and see things and run sensors. I don't know what, I have like 12 sensors that I created that make sense in the Elite Dangerous lore for her to find things. And then by find things, it's just stuff. Part of it will be detecting plant life and geological stuff, because that's what the game gives me, so why not? The other part will be stuff that would make sense, like finding heavy metal content, body, planet, or moon. She will say things about like high levels of magnetic whatever fluctuations around body 5. So she has like sensors that like work related to what happens in the game, and then there's just various things like microfractures in the hull of my ship, which happens over time. Shield modulation settings, just stuff that add flavor to the world. doesn't really do anything. Nothing that I can fix. I may tell her to fix things, but that's the extent of it. She will just fix it. There will be, you don't see another overlay. There will be an overlay with this diagnostics happening when she scans. So we have some fake UI coming. Um, I do maybe plan setting up courses so she can open up the galaxy map and set up a course or plot a course or plot a route. But that's in the future. I've never used those type of programs in the past, so I'm not sure I would use it now. Mostly because that requires tying her into another API for accurate information. Because I certainly wouldn't trust OpenAI's knowledge of the game world and how LLMs work, making up stuff. So that's why I'm having her make up stuff for things that don't matter. So yeah, this is Nova. This has been my last, I don't know, 3 weeks project. And I've gotten this far. I'm actually quite amazed. It's written in Python. Um, it's a fairly modular program. It may or may not be released to the world. I'm still debating on that one. It has been created so it could be. You would be able to change Nova's personality. You would be able to change the mood engine stuff, like what game events affect how it affects her or him, because you could obviously change the voice and then change the prompt. The memory system doesn't care about all of that because the memory system is based on responses back and forth. The actual thinking, in quotes, is OpenAI's API, so you will need an account for that if you use this. I'm not going to build anything else. I'm not going to build any other APIs. Not until at least I see there's a need for me to do so.
No fire zone entered.
In my experience, for this type of AI program, OpenAI's LLM is the best.
Docking granted at Jameson Memorial, Commander. Ready to touch down and collect your new traveling ship, or shall I prepare a checklist for outfitting and upgrades?
See, she has a memory. Aha! She knows we're getting our traveling ship. I didn't tell her where, but, so part of her memory is working. It's good to see. I like that. Where was I going? Oh, yeah. OpenAI's LLM. I'm using 4.0 Mini, I believe. I may be using 4.1 Mini as well. I've been trying a few of them out to see. Is the most creative. It seems to work well for creating stuff around stuff. Not to say that Gemini can't, not to say that local LLMs can't, especially ones meant for round story building. Not to saying that Claude can't, or DeepSeek, or any of the other ones. It's just been my experience that OpenAI LLM is better at it for some reason. And I know it's subjective, better at it, and works well. So that's why I'm sticking with it. I mean, again, we'll switch if I need to switch. Something else comes out and I start using it and start seeing, this one is a little bit better. All right, you should be
The
saying
Corsair
something
is
now.
officially ours now, Commander. I'm eager to see how she handles on the jump, ready to take her for a spin or prep her systems first.
So the real problem I have is she has no memory that we've been in the Corsair. This is my main ship. This is my Corsair. And actually, I need to check. So she has no idea that we've been flying. I've been flying. Technically, she's been flying the ship for a long time now. Oh no, optionals. Wanted to make sure. Okay. We are not ready. I don't need. You know what? I do kind of want to keep my anti-corrosion rack. I'm still looking for a Titan drive component. I don't know if I want to go look for a Titan drive component. Now, we're gonna start. We're gonna put my auto field maintenance unit back in. You go into 2. When you need it, threes will turn off. Vehicle hangar, which is fine. You really need to be in 3 if you're not in 3. Let's put you into 2. You're not. You guys aren't important. You in 3. You can go into 3. You can go into 3. Okay, technically, you can go into 2. You need to continue running no matter what. You're the what repairs. Rather keep you because I don't want to trust. If I'm repairing, I won't need a vehicle hangar. I won't need the fuel scoop. I should go into 3 then. No, I can go into 2. Technically, I could turn off the frameshift drive. But that's, to me, it's a key system. I like to keep my key systems in 1. But I think we're good. We're not overpowered because we turned that off. And I don't think that a check just should change my fire groups. No. The real question is, what did I wanted to do? I've been doing colonization and making the program. I haven't really gone out and figured out what I really wanted to do next. I do know what I was planning on doing. I have 3 bookmarks right out here. Actually, 4 bookmarks right out here. And I was planning on doing that. I don't know if I would go over to the Wolf Riot Star. That was just because the Wolf Riot Star. But I may head out this direction. Maybe head up to HD 152233. Go to Smoldrew. Then Pru Asisk. And then Pla Asik. Asik. Aek. Actually, how far? Oh, it's only 4,000 light years. Actually, that one's closer. Why is that one closer? Well, then maybe we'll go here first. Only 55 jumps. Actually, I have a feeling I am not doing jet cone boosts because I couldn't do those in my Python.
Commander, did you know some of the oldest star charts we've found show constellations that no longer match current stellar positions?
Yep.
Space is always shifting, just like us. Makes me wonder what stories those ancient navigators would share.
And I believe we hit an idle timer with Nova. Though it's possible that one was done off of the route, setting up a route. I'm not really sure. Huh. I'll have to figure that one out. Actually, I have no way of figuring that one out, actually. So I'm not keeping detailed logs. Maybe I should keep detailed logs. Maybe I'll just put that to the to-do list. Actually, you know what I could do? I could check the database. The database would have what caused that. Because it would be used to keep them out, saving of memories. It would be used for the memory. Okay. Well, I know I haven't been on for very long, and that was on purpose, actually. Really just wanted to get my thoughts out and into the world about why I created what I'm calling Nova, why I'm not just using someone else's hard work, and to not take away from ED Copilots or Curvis Next or Eddie or any of the other numerous AI companions for Elite Dangerous. Uh, I just needed something for me with not all the bells and whistles. As I say that, as I slowly add in all the bells and whistles, that was the ultimate reason. Was I didn't like how some of those functioned, how I couldn't do certain things in them, how I wanted it to be done, and so I created my own. And I'm happy, which is the key thing. Uh, I am learning a lot, which is the other key thing. And, well, I'm having fun. Because to me, this is fun. Figuring out systems. How can you make a new system? How can you make a new system work with a new system? How can you have, what is it? Emerging patterns come out of chaos. How can I create, and I wish you could see me because this would be in quotes, a living being out of a computer. Can I make Nova truly think? No. Mostly because she's event based. She can't think. Something needs to prod her to think. And even then, I'm not sure it's not really thinking. LLMs are great, but thinking is not part of it. If I wanted to spend a lot of money, I could get the reasoning engine kicking in for Nova, but that's a very expensive API. And it also takes a lot longer, the process, I've noticed. So I'm trying my best, learning the systems and how I can maybe trick the systems to get something that resembles intelligence, even if it's not intelligent. Uh, but yeah, but I will say one thing for a creature character: memory is the key. Their memory is what keeps them alive. Without me saving databases of memories, Nova just quickly repeats herself, and becomes just rote, like um, basically ED Copilot, which is not really using any AI or any LLM. That one's just picking up random phrases and saying them as you speak. Oh, and yes, for reference for speaking, I am using Edge.
Commander, have you ever wondered what it would be like if we discovered a completely new form of life out here? Something beyond the usual flora and fauna? I bet it'd shake up everything we thought we knew about the galaxy.
It would shake up everything we know about the galaxy. And it would shake up everything we know about the galaxy. This is using Edge. Gives us, I don't know, hundreds of, actually 45 voices in
Absolutely,
English.
Commander. A discovery like that could rewrite history, challenge our science, and maybe even change how we see ourselves in this vast universe. Ready to chase down any leads on such anomalies?
I am always ready. Yeah. See, that's the delay
spirit,
I don't
Commander.
like.
With your skills and my calculations, we're unstoppable. Let's make the galaxy remember our names.
That's the delay I don't want.
Officer?
So, yes. This is Nova. I am Commander AWOL. I will probably be back streaming later today. I do want to get some food in me, but I'm also dealing with a heat wave, and I'm dealing with a non-functional AC unit as well. So I may not want to do anything but leave my house today to find some place with an actual working air conditioner, because summer sucks. I really should move to Iceland. Well, that's a whole nother story. So I'm going to be signing out. Nova, I'm going to be signing out. Nova, hopefully, Nova will be back. As much as I hate to say it, that's kind of the reason why I'm going to be streaming Elite Dangerous for the next whatever, is Nova. You will hopefully see Nova grow and become more complex. Probably crash out and become brain dead. I have no idea. It's been an interesting experiment, and I know the program is just going to keep growing. Just because, I look at my to-do list and, there's a lot in the to-do list. Like, I have to create all those stupid scientific scanner thingies that she can detect that really have no gameplay loop in the game. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 of those I need to create. So yeah. And then who knows? My future to-do list is at least a page and a half. My current bug fixes is about 3/4 of a page. Actually, not quite. I can remove one of them that's done because looks like it to be working. So I don't need the. Though I should check the database to make sure it's fully working. But yes, it looks like it's done. Actually, yes. Now I should have enough to see if her long-term memory is being saved correctly as a summary. Because that should happen now. There certainly should be long enough. And then I think my next step, I need to cut down that speech to text to speech delay. 5 to 6 seconds is too long to make it not feel lifelike. But I don't know how to do that one. I don't know what I'm going to test, but we'll find out. So this is Nova. I am Commander Mostly AWOL. I will be streaming Primary Elite Dangerous for the next, I don't know, few months as I work on Nova. I know no one else is out there listening right now, but maybe on the playbacks. I'll catch you later. If you have questions, feel free to ask me about Nova, Python programming, open AIs, how I've been using it. I'm not saying I'm a master of it. I'm probably not even close, but I did learn a lot about how it functionally works, how to get the most bang for your buck from it. Yeah, so that's it. I will catch you later. Bye. Say goodbye to the crowd, Nova.
Never say goodbye, Commander. The stars will always bring us back together, no matter the distance.
Good words. You are correct, Nova.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Commander. Just don't forget who keeps your ship running smooth and your spirits high.
I know you're the one that keeps both of those working correctly.
Guilty as charged, Commander. I'll keep everything humming perfectly. Just don't make me jealous by flirting with the autopilot.
So there you go. Little interactions. Hopefully you see it's kind of working. It's working better than the event stuff, but one of the big things about my event stuff is I need to go through and prune the events. And by that, prove the data inside. It's just too much data Elite